Hello, everybody. It is Self-Care Sunday. How are we doing tonight? How are you guys doing there? Let's get this party started tonight. It is Self-Care Sunday. Woo woo! How are you this evening, this Sunday night? Welcome to the program. What is happening in your Sunday? Nebraska Angie's on. How are you? We've been candy cane cashing all weekend long. Whoop whoop. People have been cashing in $20 winners today. $10 and $15 winners yesterday. Lots of people loving their candy cane cash. Hey Jennifer, how are you? Kitty, great to have you all here. Angie in first tonight. How are we all doing tonight? What are we grateful for this Sunday night as we kick off week 39 and 40? Week 39 and 40. You guys are awesome. You're doing it. You're doing it. You're doing it. Tell me about it. Tell me about your Sunday and what you are grateful for. We're grateful for a little time of nothing. Well, we had to clean up some snow, and we got power back, but then we didn't get internet back. So we had time with, old-fashioned time. We watched a DVD movie and kicked back here this Sunday, played card games. Hey, congratulations on getting a nap in today, Kitty. Hey, Dina, great to have you here. Great to have everybody here tonight. That is a good thing to be grateful for, Kitty. Glad to have you all here this Sunday night. It is a wonderful Sunday. We did a whole lot of nothing. Hey, Dina. So I like a Sunday where we don't do a whole lot of everything, so it was nice. We had a nice brunch that we did because we had power and everything, and we chilled. We kind of chilled today. Watch the Polar Express. We did do that on DVD. We had to get the DVD out. Hey, Heather, great to have you with us tonight. Great to have everybody here. On Self-Care Sunday. It is Self-Care Sunday. And it is wonderful to have everybody joining us live. So many people joining us live tonight on taking time out of their Sunday to join us live. It is great to have you here. It is really nice to have you all here. Oh, let's get this party started. Let's get it started. We start this party every night with the Good Morning, Good Night book. The Good Morning, Good Night book is how we start this program every night. Tonight we are starting on page 10. Oh, this is a long one. Good morning. You're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna fail. You're gonna get back up. Yes, you are gonna get back up. You're going to break hearts. You're going to change minds. You're going to make some noise. Whoop, whoop. You're going to make music. I'm going to sing a song. You're going to be late. I'm good at that one. Let's go. That is our good morning tonight, folks. That is our good morning. Well, it is Self-Care Sunday. That's the day every week we set aside Self-Care Sunday as a day for you. A day for you to take for you. Hey, Marianne, live! Great to have you here on Self-Care Sunday. I hope little Missy's doing well. It's Little Missy Visit Day, too. Hey, Dana. Great to have you and Jeff here. So Self-Care Sunday is a day for you. A day for you to take a step back. A day for you to think about you and to take a breath. And it is a... figurative is not the word. It doesn't have to be Sunday in your week. Okay? The important thing is that you make time for self-care sometime in your week. Okay, it is so important that you find time for self-care sometime in your week. Okay. Oh, little Missy said hello to me. Little Missy said hello to me? That's awesome. It is important that you take time for you. So if that's Wednesday, if that's half a day on Tuesday and half a day on Thursday, take time to take breath. You need to take time to see the sunshine and take time for you during this, okay? Because during this marathon, this is a marathon. You're on week 39 or 40, depending on how you're counting. This is a marathon. This is not a sprint. This is not over tomorrow, okay? We are working our way through this, and you've got to take time. With that, we have the recipe of the week, okay? Every week we've had a new recipe. This week is cheesy chicken ranch potatoes. Cheesy chicken ranch potatoes. I've actually made, well, let me rephrase that. I'm making this right now. It's right over there. I am making this tonight for dinner. Cheesy chicken ranch potatoes is the recipe of the week. And that is over on narts.org/resalestrong, REC. It's got its own link. But you can also find it on the regular narts.org/resalestrong page. You can click right there to the recipe of the week. You see all our recipes through the Narts Resale Strong cookbook is all right there for you. Okay? It is there. Everybody, you can follow it and see it. It has been exciting. Yeah, I'm really excited. It smells really good. It's cooking up right now in the crock pot. And should be done when we're over with the show tonight. So it sounds good. It wasn't hard. For me, you got to keep in mind, I do dishes, so I don't cook in the kitchen. It says prep time 10 minutes. It took me longer than 10 minutes to prep, but that's probably because I don't spend too much time on that side of the kitchen counter. But it sure is smelling good, and we're excited about it. I think Cassandra's excited that she didn't cook, so it's all a win-win. Even if I screwed it up, it's probably still a win. But that is our recipe of the week. That is how we get started here this Sunday on Self-Care Sunday. And I'm so excited to have you here. I like this. If we want to achieve this quote, if we want to achieve anything in this world, we have to get used to the idea that not everyone will like us. Well, ain't that the truth? Not everybody likes Neil. I say, you either love me or hate me. There's no money in the middle. But that is the truth, that quote. If we want to achieve anything in this world, we have to get used to the idea that not everyone will like us. Okay, a couple news items here, and then I'll get into our topic of the night. Michaels is going to pay online, tops estimates, Wall Street's estimates, and as online surges, and it's going to pay holiday bonuses to its employees. Online sales have surged 128% at Michaels. And they will pay approximately $10 million in one-time holiday bonuses to full and part-time employees. Does it say how much per person? No, it does not say how much per person. But they are paying out bonuses. Also, I know it came up the other night of where, thank you, Mary Ann. I'm glad to know you love me. Michaels is also a drop-off center for UPS. We had asked that, where else can you drop off UPS packages? Michaels is a drop-off center for that. Again, it's to generate store traffic. Okay, if you've got to bring a package in, okay, they're not making money on the packages, on all the package handling. I mean, they're making a tiny bit of money to take in a package, a drop-off package. But they are getting you into their store where you might buy something else. So that is the whole idea behind it. And they are expecting a post-holiday surge from that. They also, Michaels, because things are going so well, they've been able to pay down $150 million in debt during the pandemic. Walmart has issued a fourth round of cash bonuses for workers. They are doing, this time around, part-time and temporary associates will receive $150 and full-time associates will receive $300. My nephew has already quit Walmart, but that's a whole nother story. Yeah, one of my neighboring small businesses is that UPS access point. To be a drop-off point. It is some work. It is, interesting because, again, it gets people in to an extent. For people that are getting packages, I think it did more for them before the pandemic. I had one of my neighboring businesses is that and was that before the pandemic. I think it did more for them, but now that people are home, I'm not sure that it's doing as much traffic building for them. The CDC, and I got to post this, but I posted it as part of as an answer to a question on a post, but the CDC has shortened quarantines. It is a 10-day quarantine now without testing and no symptoms, or a 7-day quarantine with negative tests and no symptoms were reported during daily monitoring. There's more detail to this. I will post that. I love this quote, and I'll get into this a little more tomorrow because I have my coaching call tomorrow, my meeting with my coach. But vision is the ability to talk about the future with such clarity, it is as if we're talking about the past. Think about that. Vision is the ability to talk about the future with such clarity, okay? It is as if we are talking about the past, okay? The vision of your business post-COVID, okay, and where you're still standing strong in your community. That vision, my vision for you in that, is so strong. I can talk about it like it was in the past. I mean, you guys are doing this. You guys are living this every day. You guys are fighting the fight, okay, and are out there living strong, no matter what happens. I mean, we had winter this weekend. I mean, that wasn't good for in-store traffic, okay? Having a winter storm hit this weekend. We had no power for a while. Then we got power but had no internet. All these things, we're doing it, okay? But we'll get beyond this, and we can talk about that with such clarity that we can get to the other side. And, seeing yourself, I say it all the time, it starts up here. This is all in your head. How you live through this, how you get to the other side, how you go with strength is all about what's up in here. Okay, and that is your vision. That is the pair of glasses you put on and you choose to look at the world in. Okay, how you choose to look at that, okay, directly affects your outcome. Okay, so looking at it in a positive sense and not getting taken up in the doom scroll on your phone. Don't get, it is doom and gloom on your phone. Don't get caught up in that, okay? You've got to have the vision, and I'm going to come back to this at the end. What I wanted to talk about tonight, I got to get into, now that we have power back, now that we have internet back, I got to get back on target here with things that I've promised you. And one of the things that I've promised you to talk about is making an incident a policy. It is such low-hanging fruit, okay? Why do policies exist in your store? They exist because something happened, because somebody did something, okay? Whether it was an employee or a customer, somebody did something, and so that's why you have a policy, okay? And it is so knee-jerk, I mean, boom, right off the knee, okay, to hop in and put a policy because of something that happened in your store. Whether it was with an employee or a customer, it is some of the lowest hanging fruit, okay, and it is so common to do it because it's easy and it makes sense. Okay, how do we prevent this from happening in the future? Let's have a policy rather than deal with the incident. Okay, because people don't like confrontation. People don't want to deal with the underlying employee issue, that with the one employee that's making a problem, and so we make it a problem for everybody by changing our policy. Okay, rather than deal with the employee that abuses the employee discount. Okay, so many of us offer our employees the incentive of a discount. It's part of their compensation, really. It's one of the things that we can offer them that big stores don't offer. And it's part of keeping them part of our family. But one of the things that we do with that employee discount is that it's for their own personal use. Okay, and for their immediate household. Okay, in our employee handbook, we have it as the wording, for you and your immediate household is what your employee discount is for. Okay, beyond that, it is not something to be used or abused. It is not for you to have your buddies come in or somebody you're super friendly with in the store. Oh, I'll buy that for you on my employee discount. That's not what the employee discount is. But so often when it's abused, you take away the employee discount from everybody rather than deal with Susie, who's a bad employee and abusing the discount. The same goes, and that's an example of making an incident, okay, where Susie is abusing her employee discount, okay. You're making that an incident. You're making that incident a policy, okay? Well, we can't trust anybody. If Susie's going to abuse it, we can't trust anybody with it, okay? Rather than implement checks and balances to your employee discount program, such as having a manager ring up all employee sales, or tracking employee sales for anything unusual, okay? Unusual high spends, for example. In their discount usage. Increased regularity where it's been used with increased frequency, for example. you changed the whole discount policy because you had a problem with Susie rather than dealing with Susie. The same goes on the customer side. Okay, we had a situation recently. In our stores, you can either earn store credit where you earn a little bit more, or you can get cash for your consignments. And we have a structure where you can switch between the two, but there's a fee if you go from store credit to cash. And because they've been earning more money. And we had this consignor who was playing games with it and wanting to change items and not be store credit and not be cash. It was just games for this one consignor. And then she wanted to buy gift cards with her credit. And, I had people that wanted to make a new policy, no gift cards for customers. And it's like, on the surface, that made complete sense because this consignor was a real pain in the neck. And you knew underlying she was playing games. But there's really no difference between a gift card and store credit. She can't convert it to cash. She can't get cash for it. And there's really no difference in it. And, I had employees and managers that wanted to make that a real policy. And it was like, on the surface, I was like, gung-ho, no, she can't do it. That was the knee-jerk reaction. And part of it was because I was considering who was involved. Okay? And so how do you know you're making an incident a policy? Okay? When you're talking about the who, when you're talking about the person, you're making an incident a policy. Okay? A policy shouldn't be centered around a person. You shouldn't be able to remember that time when that person did this to our store or that employee did this. That's why we have this policy. You shouldn't be able to do that. When you're making an incident a policy, you're thinking about the person, okay, not the substance of what is happening. So I don't want you I want you to look at the policies in your store and think about why they exist. And if they exist because of a person, okay, I want you to take the time to actually sit back, take a breath, and give them some thought. Because they shouldn't exist because of a person. I'm all for checks and balances. I have lots of checks and balances in place throughout our systems, okay? Does that mean somebody can't take advantage of me? No, somebody that wants to take advantage can take advantage of any situation. But I'll deal with that situation, okay? I won't make that incident a policy for all or a negative for all. I may relook at my checks and balances or adjust some checks and balances because of that, but I don't allow an incident, okay, to run our business, okay, and to set our policies going forward. That in and of itself, you shouldn't be thinking of the person when you look at your policies. If you look down your policies in your business, in your store, and you can name people, you can say, oh, that's because of Susie, and that's because of Sally, and this is because of Lisa, and that's because of Jim Bob, okay? That's a problem. That's a problem. Your policies should not exist because of a person. And it should be beyond that. So that is an important lesson to keep in your mind, okay? Because it's so easy. It's so easy to get pulled in. You get pulled into that, and you're frustrated, and you're mad at the situation with the person, okay? And you say, well, I'm going to make a policy because of that. No, that's not what makes a policy. Deal with the person. Deal with the person. And that is extremely key in moving forward. That is huge and being able to move forward and being able to make decisions and being able to deal with things and being able to really scale your business. And so much of your business today is how you scale in different directions, how you scale your website, how you scale your online, how you scale your in-store, how you scale your curbside pickup. How you do all that, okay, isn't with lots of layers of additional policies because of people. You have to make them well-founded policies because of the business. Hey, Glenda, how are you? Thanks, Marianne. So just keep that in mind. That is my key lesson tonight. What happened to my screen there? My other lesson tonight, my other key point tonight is I'm going to take it right out of, and it's about that vision. So the quote I talked about earlier, vision is the ability to talk about the future with such clarity as if we're talking about the past. And I actually have a great story from my business coach that I have, and I've read it at sometimes when I've done seminars, and I'll see if I can find that to read to you tomorrow, because it's a great one about vision, okay? And the difference between vision and hope, okay? Vision and hope. And part of that comes back to us today. We watch the Polar Express. And like a lot of holiday movies, there's a feel-good aspect to it. There's all these things. But ultimately at the end of the culmination of this story of the Polar Express is about believing, okay? And believing in Santa, believing in things. And I believe in you guys. I believe in a COVID-free future where you guys are beyond that, where we're all beyond it. Okay? You know, they're believing in the sleigh bell, okay? And understanding the reality of the sleigh bells and believing in Santa. Okay? I believe in you, okay? And I believe in your future and your ability to ride this to the other side because of the ways you've diversified, because of the ways you've pivoted and evolved your business through this. So I'm a believer. Okay? I believe. And that is a big part of it. You have to believe. You have to believe in your vision. You have to believe in a time where you will be beyond this. Okay? You have to believe, just like the little boys and girls in the Polar Express, in the miracles of the future, and the blessings that are going to come our way. You just have to believe, people. That is my closing message to you on this Self-Care Sunday, is to believe, okay? Dream like a child, okay? And you will get to the other side. Dream and believe, people. Dream and believe. You know, this video and everything I talk about here goes over to narts.org/resalestrong by noon the very next day. Everything I talk about, including the recipe of the week, which this week is cheesy chicken ranch potatoes. Cheesy chicken ranch potatoes. Okay? Cooking up in the crock pot right now. Cheesy chicken ranch potatoes. That is our recipe of the week. You'll find that in narts.org/resalestrong, REC, where you find the recipe of the week, or on the narts.org/resalestrong page, where you find all the resources that we have for the professional reseller, including links to the YouTube channel You're Not Alone running this store, where you can like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to ring that bell so that you know when a new one drops. All the resources are there so you can access them and find them nice and easily organized, because they can't always watch us live every night. Sometimes little Missy calls in the middle of my show and you have to go do that, and that's okay. Catch the replay. They're all organized there for you. And share them with everybody you know in business so we can help everybody find their way to the other side of all this. We're going to help everybody. Butcher, baker, candlestick maker, we're all going to the other side. We're helping everybody hit the other side. I am here every night at More 8 Than Ish. More 8 Than Ish every night live in the Nards private Facebook group. But if you have a question in between, you just email me, Neil, Neil at ECIstores.com. Neil at ECIstores.com is where you find me. We start this program every night. Every night we start with the Good Morning, Good Night book. The Good Morning, Good Night book is how we start this program every night. If you were not here at the top of the program, we are on page 10 tonight. Our good morning is good morning. You're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna fail. You're gonna get back up. Get back up. You're gonna break hearts. You're gonna change minds. You're gonna make some noise. Whoop, whoop. You're gonna make music. Sing, sing a song. Sing out loud. Sing out proud. Don't worry if it's not good enough for anybody else to hear. Just sing, sing a song. You're gonna be late. Let's go. I'm king of the 10 minutes late. Our good night tonight is good night. You're gonna fall down. You're gonna be tested. You're gonna learn about yourself. You're gonna be brave. You're gonna take stands. You're gonna make waves. You're gonna make history. You're gonna need rest. Rest up. That's Self-Care Sunday, people. Don't forget the recipe of the week. Cheesy chicken ranch potatoes. Don't forget Narts. Virtual, if you are a Narts member, Narts virtual holiday networking tomorrow night at 9 o'clock Eastern. The link is available in the Narts private Facebook group. I am a wedding, a bar mitzvah, a holiday cookie swap, a holiday soiree. We will party again, and I will be there with you. I can promise you that when we can, I will be there with you. But until tomorrow night at More 8 Than Ish Eastern, know that you, and most importantly you're not alone running this store. It's time for dinner. Cheesy chicken ranch potatoes are on the menu. Have a great night, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow.